everyone, how's it going? It's Fuzzy from Fuzzy's Ghost Models here. Just going to bring you a quick update on the A6 Intruder build. This kit has been a huge, enormous struggle for me. It's just terrible. So in the last video, I think it was, we were getting ready to close it up, close the cockpit in, which we were struggling with the location of the cockpit. And so I've got that all buttoned up. Got it sanded down and painted, and I've got the markings on it as well. Now I didn't use the kit markings. I've used the furball sheet A6, the A6 Intruder, the Vietnam ones. They're so nice. The decals from furball they lay down so beautifully. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go through some of the struggle points with this kit, and maybe you can avoid some of the things that I've run into, and probably the best way to do that is to not buy this kit. But let's have a quick look. So first off, the canopy. I want to talk about the canopy. So this canopy is in 4 parts, 2 for the back and 2 for the windscreen. And it has a history with it being, if you glue the windscreen together in the center, then it becomes too narrow on the outside and the fit is terrible. So what I elected to do was glued each individual part, the left and the right, to the fuselage first, and then I had to deal with the big seam hole down the middle, so I had to fill that. Then there's a little triangular window that's at the top that's molded on one side and attaches to the other. It's supposed to be a window. There's almost no framing detail on it whatsoever. You kind of have to hold it sideways to the light to kind of see it. Anyway, that should not be in that. The reason why it's split in half is because it's very hard to mold the bubble formation. But because it is, there's no excuse for not having that frame detail nice and hard and crisp so the modeler can actually deal with that when masking. The rear section here, the 2 halves on this, the fit between the 2 halves is terrible. And then there's a frame brace on the inside, which is supposed to be part for the sliding mechanism. It doesn't locate anywhere. The fit is terrible again. It's awful. Like, it's awful. Then some of the panel lines on this kit. So there are some panel lines you can see here on the tail. There is 0. This is flat, flush. There is no panel line detail here on this side, and there's even less on this side. And then the panels from side to side, from left to right, port to starboard, they don't match up. And I'm not talking by a little, I'm talking by a lot. I'm talking millimeters difference that they don't match up. There's lines down the side of the fuselage, which should continue from the top to the side. They don't. There's lines that start nowhere and end nowhere on the fuselage. Along the side, from where they should be symmetrical from left to right, there's nothing there on one side. It's missing. There's lines that go down the side of the fuselage and just disappear. Like, hello, you did some work on the wings so you could add the new wing in it that was easier to split than the last one. But you guys, you need to get this fuselage fixed. Like, the canopy is terrible. The locating of the cockpit is terrible. It blows my mind. Anyway, so then one of the other things that I have an issue with is the instructions on this kit. They're terrible. So, see if I can show you. Like, look at where they tell you to locate the wheels. Just go, oh, here. Oh, just put this here. Just put this here. Like, this is actually supposed to be behind it, which you can't tell. And then there's these little tiny holes here. All in through here, there's gear door holes. There's holes for the main gear struts and the actuator arms and all that kind of stuff. And you know, not one hole, not for the weapons pylons, not for any of the gear doors, any of the actuators, even the dive brakes. Not one part fit without sanding the crap or drilling or the holes are so small, and the locating pins that go in the holes are huge. Like, this reminds me of a third world kit with like this. It's terrible. Like, just, it's frigging awful. So this is the stage I'm at right now. I still have the weapons and a fuel tank to put on, arrestor, the stabilizers, and refueling hook, and a couple of doors and tires and that. And I can't emphasize enough how poor this kit is. Kinetic, you need to fix this kit. This kit should come off the market, and you need to fix this before you put it back on. This is a huge disappointment for modelers, especially at the price point that they're at. If I go into a Canadian model store and they're asking $80 to $100 Canadian pesos for this, I'm expecting way better quality than this. This is inexcusable, some of this stuff. Take it off the market, fix the tooling on the fuselage, fix your instructions. Even the markings that came with the kit don't match the kit. Like I said in a previous video, the markings are all listed as A6Es. They're not. There's an A6-A, at least one in there. There's also 2 tram intruders with the tram turret listed in the markings. There's no instructions to add the tram turret to this aircraft. So get with it. This is unacceptable. So I'm gonna rate this right now as 4 to 5 turds in the punch bowl, because this one is a turd. I'm hoping to turn it into a turd blossom, but anyway, this has been a complete and utter motivation sucker. I've wanted to bin this kit so many times, and it makes me not want to go to the bench, because I look at this thing and it's just hanging over my head. So I'm going to get this done relatively soon. I don't recommend anyone buy this kit. Like I said before, I wanted to build an EA6 Prowler, either an A or a B, but I will not be buying a Kinetic one. And if any of you see me at a show and I'm eyeing up a Kinetic one, just hit me in the head with a ball peen hammer, please, because wake me up. I do not want to go through this again. This is supposed to be a fun hobby. This was not fun. This kit was too much work, and it's still going to look like crap, even though it's been that much work. So anyway, done with the rant. I'll have another video up with hopefully some roundabout shots when it's finished and some final thoughts. But if you liked the video, hit like. If you didn't like it, hit dislike. Tell me why. Have you built this thing? Have you started it and then binned it or shelved it? If you finished it, let me know what your thoughts are. Am I way off base, or am I right on the mark? Let me know. And if you build a Hobby Boss one, let me know about that too, because I really want to build another one, but there's no way I'm touching a Kinetic one. And then there's the old Revell one too, Revell Monogram one from, I think it was the 90s. Raised panel lines, but it had great detail, and the fit was probably 1,000 times better than this. So subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and we hope to see you soon. Anyway, thanks for listening to my rant. It's Fuzzy. I'm out. Take care.